Topping our news now, a teenager is expected in court today after police say he caused an accident that killed a motorcycle rider.
Happened yesterday in Charlestown. Now police speaking out about the investigation.
Eyewitness News reporter Julian Pixoto is live now from outside the courtroom with those new details.
Good morning. Well, police say the 17-year-old driver was held overnight and is set to appear here in court later today. Now, they say he'll be charged with driving under the influence, death resulting. The police say the head-on collision happened just after 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. The Warwick teenager was driving on Route 1 near Post Road when he crossed the center median, striking the motorcycle head-on. Police say the motorcyclist was about 21 years old. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The teenage driver was taken to the hospital where he consented to a blood test. Police found both alcohol and marijuana in the teen's car and believe he was under the influence of both at the time of the crash.
It's an unfortunate circumstance. You're that age, you don't think it's going to happen to you. And in this case, obviously he hasn't been driving very long. He got his license when he was 16. He's been driving about a year. He's from Warwick, not familiar with the area, and lost control of the vehicle after having, we suspect that he would be under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs.
And police tell us the teenager has no criminal record. Now, coming up around 6:30, I'll tell you when police expect to have the blood result test back from the teenager's blood last night. Live in South Kingstown with the South County Mobile Newsroom, Julianne Pixoto, Eyewitness News.
Top story this half hour. Police believe a teenager was driving under the influence when he got into an accident with a motorcycle, killing the man that was riding it.
10-point News Tracker shows you where it happened yesterday on Old Post Road in Charlestown. Now the 17-year-old is expected to face a judge. Eyewitness
News reporter Julianne Pixoto live outside the court now with new details.
Good morning. Well, the 17-year-old Warwick driver is set to appear here in Washington County Court later today. Now, the charge he faces is extremely serious and could come with jail time and a hefty fine. Police have not released the driver or the suspect's identities. They say the driver will be charged with driving under the influence, death resulting. DMV.org says in Rhode Island, this charge can come with 5 to 15 years in jail, a fine of $5,000 to $10,000, and a loss of license for several years. Police say the 17-year-old was driving on Route 1 around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon when he crossed the center median, hitting the motorcycle head-on. The motorcyclist was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say they found liquor, marijuana, and smoking paraphernalia inside the teenager's car, leading them to believe he was under the influence of drugs and alcohol at the time of the crash.
He was brought to South County Hospital by the officers. He was read his rights there, and he consented to a blood test. That blood sample has to be delivered to the Department of Health, and then their toxicology unit will screen for any substances.
And police say it will take about 3 weeks for the blood sample to be tested. Live in South Kingstown with the South County Mobile Newsroom, Julianne Pixoto, Eyewitness News.